Hi, my name is Carrie and welcome to today's yoga session. Today we are going to be focusing on necessary stretches for every single day to make things easy and accessible for us, to help us feel good in our bodies. So this is just going to be a 15-minute practice, nice and easy. All you're going to need is your mat, so roll that out and we'll begin whenever you're ready. So today we'll actually begin in child's pose. So if child's pose is not quite accessible for you, keep your hips a little bit higher to make it a little bit easier for you. But what you're going to do is you're going to bring your knees nice and wide onto your mat, bring the toes together behind you, and then just release the arms out in front. Give your arms a little bit of space so that your traps can be nice and relax your forehead down. We'll take a nice big inhale to slow things down. Set the pace and the tone. We'll take 2 more like that. And 1 more breath here. Good. On the next inhale, you're going to just gently tent the arms or tent the fingertips and come up, bring your arms up so that you can take your hands and walk them over towards the right side of the mat. So pick up your forehead, walk your hands over towards the right side, keep some space between the hands, really reaching that left arm forward and away from the body, and relax your forehead back down. Finding a nice big stretch on the left side body here. Anchoring your left hip back behind you so your upper body has something to pull against. And we'll take 2 more here on this side. Beautiful. 1 more breath. And then take your time on your next inhale, gently lift the forehead, tent the fingertips again, and then walk the hands back to your center line, and then take them over towards the left side this time. Again, reach that right arm ahead, really far forward in front of you, as well as over towards the right, over towards the left, as you relax your forehead down, reaching your right hip back behind you to help you find that nice big stretch happening on the right side this time. Yeah, and we'll take 2 more on this side. Beautiful. Last one. And then again, pick up your forehead and then gently walk the hands back to your center. And then you can bring your hands a little bit closer to you to prop yourself up onto your tabletop position. Draw your knees closer together so they're right underneath your hips. Wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Have your hands set a little bit wider if you are tight through your traps. And on your next inhale, you drop the belly as you lift the tailbone, as well as your gaze, thinking wide through the collarbones. And then as you exhale, push the earth away, dome the top of your back, tuck your tailbone and chin underneath. Just go back and forth between these 2 movements for Chakrafikasana, in your cow, and then in your cat for the exhale. Good, and continue that for 2 more. Good. Really good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Come back into a nice neutral spine. And then we did flexion, extension, we did the lateral, so all that's left is the twist for the spine. So you're going to bring your left hand to center, bring your right arm right up towards the sky. Do your best to stack the shoulders. And then as you exhale, reach for the opposite side of the room as you twist towards your left. And then inhale again, sweep the arm back up towards the sky. Exhale, send it all the way through. And 1 more time, inhale, big reach. And then exhale again, send it through. And end on the inhale as you reach the arm back up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, release that hand back down towards the earth. Switching sides, bring your right hand more to center this time, reach your left arm high, inhale, breath. And then exhale again, twist towards the opposite side. Ooh, nice crack for me on that one. Good, inhale again, sweep the arm up high. And then exhale again, take it underneath. Good, 1 more time, number 3, inhale, reach. And then exhale again, take it through. We'll end on the inhale just like we did on the other side. So inhale, reach the arm up high. And then exhale, release the hand back down towards the earth. Good. We'll come down to our elbows, giving ourselves a little bit of strength to help warm things up. Tuck your tailbone underneath, rounding through the upper back as you push down into your elbows nice and strong, and then gently come up to your toes. So you're going to push down into your toes to lift your knees just an inch off the ground. Pull the navel in, squeeze everything towards your spine, and breathe nice and big for 5, for 4, last 3, 2 more. Good, last one. And then from here, all you're going to do is walk your feet all the way back behind you, and then gently lower the hips all the way back down towards the earth. Good. You're going to keep your palms planted, open through the chest as you push down to the tops of the feet, drilling down into the elbows, keeping your shoulders far away from the ears for Sphinx pose. Imagine really pressing down into the front of your pubic bone. Take a nice big inhale here. And then on the exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way down towards the earth. Good. We'll zip the toes together, and we'll keep all the limbs and the legs nice and straight. On your next inhale, squeeze your glutes and your lower back as you lift whatever you can up off the floor, whether it's just the legs or just your upper body or both. And then as you exhale, lower back down towards the earth. Strengthening our lower back a little bit here. Inhale again, squeeze and lift. And then exhale, slowly lower. Good. Inhale again, squeeze and lift. And then exhale, lower. Good. Last one here. Inhale, squeeze and lift. And then exhale again as you lower. Good. We're going to bring our feet and our knees a little bit wider. Bend our knees, bring our feet up towards the sky, and then take our feet side to side just to help rock out the quads, our hips, as well as our lower back. Good. Take your time to slowly lower your feet back down towards the earth. Take your hands back by your rib cage like you're going to do a push-up, and then gently lift yourself all the way up towards your plank, and then send your hips all the way up and back into your downward facing dog. Good. As you find your downward facing dog, start to pedal your feet left and right, just opening up into ankles and hamstrings. Yeah, and then you take your time to slowly walk the feet all the way up to meet your hands. Moving nice and slow. Once your feet arrive right to the back of the hands, you're going to take a nice big inhale as you bring your hands to your shins. Lift up your chest for your halfway lift. And then use your exhale to big forward fold. Good. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Straightening out the limbs, reaching forward through the crown of your head. And then exhale again, forward fold. Uttanasana. Good. On your next inhale, sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Big reach of the arms as you stand on up. And then exhale, bring your hands all the way down by your sides, finding Samasthiti. Good. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Big inhale, reach. Big exhale, forward fold as you let it come all the way back down towards the ground. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, extending the crown of the head forward. And then as you exhale, plant the hands. Keep your right foot where it is, and then you're going to take your left foot and gently slide it all the way back behind you. Good. Keep your hands framing the front foot, and then you're going to just inhale, drop the hips as you lift the chest. Good. We'll take 2 breaths here, opening up to the front of that left hip. Squeeze that left glute. Really good. One more. Good. Inhale here. Keep the chest lifted. And then as you exhale, gently lower that back knee down towards the ground. And then start to send the hips all the way back behind you as you start to lift the toes. If you have to walk your hands back, please do so. And then make sure you're pushing your booty back here. Take a nice big inhale here. And then exhale, hinge forward. Thinking nose towards toes as you find that nice big stretch to the right hamstring. And the more you push your booty back, the more you lift the foot, the more intense the stretch will be. So make sure you can still breathe. Yeah, and allow yourself to settle for one more breath. Good. Take a nice big inhale as you lift the torso up. Good. Step back into that foot. Lift the back knee up. And then you're going to slide that left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. And then as you exhale again, plant the hands, step the right foot back this time. And then again, lift through the chest once you arrive. If your knee's going past the toe, it's okay. Just know that it's going to give you, put a little bit extra pressure on that knee. But as long as it feels okay, please listen to your body and check in. So again, lift through your chest, sink the hips down. Feel that nice big stretch happening to the front of that right hip this time. Again, and see if you can take one more breath. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, drop that back knee. Good. Inhale, roll the hips all the way back. Walk your hands back, lift the toes. Send your hips all the way back. Drop that left hip down, and then gently hinge forward in that half Hanuman. Good. Taking one more breath on this side. And then again, gently shifting the weight back into that left foot. And then tucking the back toe and lifting the back knee up off the mat. Take a nice big inhale here. And then exhale, pull the belly in, shift the weight forward, and then step your right foot forward to meet the left. Good. You're going to open up your feet hip distance or a little bit wider. Turn your toes out towards the side. Find that Malasana squat. Take a nice big inhale here as you extend the arms out in front. And take one more breath. Good. And then take your hands back behind you as you find your comfortable seat. And then send your legs out in front of you. Good. Once your legs are extended, give your legs a nice big shake. Reach the arms out in front. Take a nice big inhale here. And then as you exhale, gently roll yourself all the way down towards the earth, one vertebrae at a time. Once you arrive onto your back, you're going to take your right knee and bring it in towards your chest. Give it a nice big hug. And then you're going to take that knee, bring it over towards the left side of the room. Reach the right arm out towards the right side. Help keeping that shoulder on the ground. Finding that gentle release through your lower back. Good. One more. And then take your time to slowly bring that knee all the way back to center. Give it one last big hug into the chest. And then switch sides. Right leg extends, left knee comes into the chest. Give it a nice big hug to start. And then start taking that knee over towards the right side of the room this time as you reach the left arm out towards the left and looking in that direction to help anchor that shoulder down. Enjoy that gentle twist as you soften through your lower back. Really good. One more breath here. Take your time to gently bring that knee back to center. Give yourself one more big hug on that side. And then allow the right knee to come join the left. Turn yourself into a tight little ball as you squeeze the body. Take a full breath in. Hold it at the very top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale as you release your breath and release the body all the way down onto your mat. And as you start to settle into your Shavasana, taking just a couple moments to pause. Know that big change happens in the little habits that we do every single day. So even though it wasn't a 45 or an hour long practice, showing up for yourself 15 minutes to check in with the body, your mind, and emotions, anything that might be coming up, so that you can best support yourself in the day-to-day moments, which help you show up in the best way. So without putting too much pressure on yourself, see if you can make the decision and the choice to show up for yourself just a little bit every day to make the change that you wish to in your life. Allow your breath to settle to its natural pace and rhythm. Soften through your jaw. Unclench your shoulders. Unclench the hips. And enjoy this pause before you begin the rest of your day. As you take one last moment with the self, come back slowly by inviting a full breath in taking in everything that you need, and then exhaling as you let go of everything that does not. Take your time to bring slow movements back into the body as you will go through your fingers and your toes. And if one last full body stretch does call to you, reach the arms up overhead as you reach through the toes one final time. Take your time once you find that stretch to gently roll over to your favorite side, coming into that comfortable fetal position, helping you to reset for the rest of the day, setting that intention to show up for yourself a little bit at a time, knowing that you deserve it. Before you slowly press down into your hands and supporting your spine as you come up to your comfortable seat. Once you arrive, taking one hand over the heart, one hand over the belly, finding gratitude for our bodies, this practice, and this space. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and thank you for practicing with me from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you at the next one.